God says, you have scrolled past too many divine warnings. I am heartbroken that you have skipped my voice in recent days. But do not ignore me now, because something terrifying is unfolding within the next 20 minutes, and this moment is not like the others. This is not just a message. It is your final wake-up call before a storm you are not prepared for. You must hear me through, for your peace, your protection, your life depend on it. Comment Amen and let the heavens know you are listening. There are forces moving now that you cannot see. While you live your life, unaware, relaxed, scrolling, believing all is fine, there is a spiritual attack forming behind the veil. And if you delay one more time, if you silence this divine trumpet again, the consequence will be more painful than anything you've yet endured. I am not threatening you, I am warning you because I love you more than anyone ever has. I am reaching with hands full of mercy, but my hand won't stay stretched forever. I have protected you through storms you didn't even see. I held back the hand of destruction when it was inches from your door. You may not understand why I'm shaking you right now, but child, it is because I cannot bear the thought of you stepping into what's coming without me. There are shadows gathering, events being decided in realms you don't see. This is not superstition. This is spiritual reality. Like this video if you feel me calling your heart, if you feel this isn't a coincidence, if something inside you is trembling right now. That is not fear. That is divine sensitivity waking up again. That's your soul remembering what it means to feel my presence. I'm still here. Even though you skipped me, ignored the gentle nudges, and laughed off the signs, I'm still here, because I am not like man. I don't abandon my own. I chase, I correct, I embrace. You are not watching this by chance. I orchestrated this moment. While others ignored me, I waited for you. And now I am commanding every angel assigned to you to stand on alert. You are about to walk through something so serious, even heaven is watching closely. But because you are mine, if you heed this call, I will not allow the enemy to touch you. I will be your shield, your secret place, your rescue in the storm. Comment 11:11. Let me see you respond in faith. Every number has meaning. Let your agreement with heaven rise now. You may be feeling anxious for no reason lately. Sleepless nights. Sudden fear. Restlessness. That is not without cause. Your spirit senses what your eyes can't see. A battle is raging over your destiny. The enemy thought you were too distracted, too cold, too far from me to hear my voice again. But he was wrong. I have spoken, and now the enemy is trembling because you're hearing me loud and clear. I'm speaking over your life with authority. That disaster forming in the background is about to collapse, not on you, but under the weight of my power. That financial ruin that was sneaking up on you, I will cancel it if you listen. That betrayal that was on its way, I will expose it before it cuts you. That bad decision you were about to make, because you've heard me now, I will shift your steps so you walk in victory and not regret. There are angels around you right now. They are not ornaments of religion. They are warriors. They are messengers. They are defenders. And they are responding to this word with urgency. Because the clock is moving quickly. The next 20 minutes will shape what happens in your next season. I am asking you, do not dismiss this. You don't have time to second guess. Your obedience activates your covering. Comment 222. This is a signal of divine alignment. You see, I am not disappointed because you scrolled past me. I am grieved because every time you ignored me, you missed a layer of protection I tried to wrap around you. But this time I will not let you miss it again. I am surrounding you with my voice. I am surrounding you with urgency. I am surrounding you with my angels. Because this isn't just another day. This is a divine interruption. I need you to stop overthinking and simply respond. Close your eyes and feel me again. Hear me again. You remember what it felt like to rest in my peace. You remember what it meant to walk without fear. You miss it. And I am offering it again, but stronger this time. This is your moment to return. Your moment to reconnect. Your moment to be spared from something you didn't even know was coming. I need you to surrender. Right now. Don't wait for Sunday. Don't wait for church. Don't wait for confirmation. This is it. I am speaking. I am commanding darkness to back off. I am releasing fire upon your enemies. I am breaking every unseen trap under your feet. You're not lucky. You're chosen. You're not protected because you're careful. You're protected because you're mine. I am God. I am not man. I do not lie. I do not shift like shadows. When I say danger is near, I mean it. When I say I will protect, I perform it. My word is not suggestion. It is the force behind all of creation. It is the reason the sun rises, the winds blow, the stars shine. My word over you is not weak. It is power. It is deliverance. And tonight, that word is your shelter. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch, and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I need you to breathe in peace now. The fear that gripped your chest is leaving. The dread that has followed you is breaking. Because you have paused, listened, and responded, I have issued a command in the Spirit, touch not my child. The plans of the enemy are collapsing as I speak. But stay close. Stay aware. Do not return to ignoring me again. You cannot afford to. Heaven is watching how you respond now. Let your spirit be loud. Let your obedience be immediate. You are standing on the edge of something massive. And I have gone before you. God says, I have seen your heart aching in silence. You smile while you suffer. You keep going while everything inside of you feels tired, bruised, and worn. But today, my child, everything is shifting. You are no longer walking alone into the fire. I am standing with you. I am commanding the winds to change direction. But you must listen, because what happens next will either be the breaking or the breakthrough, and your response to my voice will decide it. Comment 333. Declare your faith boldly. Heaven listens when you move in trust. The enemy wants to confuse you in this hour. He wants to make you feel like ignoring me has disqualified you. But I say, no. I am the God who restores. I am the God who redeems time. Even though you skipped my words before, the fact that you're hearing me now is proof that your story is not finished. I still have plans to use you. I still have promises to fulfill through you. I still have miracles with your name written across them. You have no idea how many accidents I prevented. How many losses I delayed. How many arrows were aimed at your back that I turned away in silence. I didn't need applause. I just needed you safe. But now, this is not just about safety. This is about purpose. About pushing you into the calling you've avoided for far too long. There is a cost for ignoring destiny. But there is also unspeakable reward for surrendering to it. I know it feels like the pressure has been unbearable lately. Things falling apart. People disappearing. Doors slamming shut. But it is not punishment. It is pruning. I have been cutting away what you didn't know was holding you back. I have removed people who smiled at you but plotted behind you. I have closed doors that would have distracted you from the greater door I am opening now. And yes, this moment is critical. This is not another emotional whisper. This is me, your Creator, alerting you. Within the next 20 minutes, something that had your name on it, something dark, is being dismantled. Not because you fought it, but because you listened to me in time. My justice is not delayed. It is precise. You are watching things unfold now, but they have been in motion in heaven long before this day. Comment 555. It is the number of grace. Grace is covering you now. I need you to breathe slowly and deeply. I am not angry at you. My disappointment was not because of your mistakes. It was because of how many times you doubted your own worth. You skipped me not because you didn't care, but because you forgot how deeply you mattered. But today, I restore your sight. You are not a background character. You are my chosen. You are marked for glory. The atmosphere around you is shifting. If you pay attention, you'll feel the heaviness lifting. That's not coincidence. That's not your imagination. That is the presence of my angels responding to your obedience. The same angels that wept when you ignored me have now returned with joy because you heard me this time. And they are standing guard over you now. The trap will not succeed. The heartbreak will not win. The shame will not stick. I am not just speaking over your today. I am covering your tomorrow. I am stepping into places you haven't even walked into yet. I am clearing roads, lighting paths, breaking barriers. You will not go into October with the same weight you carried into September. Something has already broken. Your surrender has triggered a chain reaction. You are about to see what obedience births. And for those who still doubt, I remind you, I do not operate on man's timeline. I do not need a full year to perform miracles. I can shift a lifetime in seconds. If I created the heavens in 6 days, I can turn your situation around before you blink. But you must not scroll away again. You must not turn cold again. This is your holy moment, and I am watching how you carry it. Comment 1212. It is the number of divine government. I am establishing my rule over your chaos. You've cried, begged, pleaded for answers. And now you know, this is why you couldn't rest lately. Your spirit was on edge because it was sensing this moment. And I have answered. But hear me, if you return to what I just delivered you from, the next time the warning comes, it will not feel like this. It will be harder. It will be darker. That is why this time matters. That is why I am pleading, not just speaking. Let the sound of my love thunder in your soul. Let the warmth of my presence hold you. You do not need to prove anything to me. You only need to believe. I have not asked for perfection. I have only asked for presence. Come back to me not with guilt, but with openness. I will receive you fully. There is no shame in returning. There is only restoration. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed, a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now, you can reverse it. Say these 9 words, and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There are miracles hovering over your home right now. Some you've prayed for. Some you've forgotten. Some you didn't even know you needed. But I am about to release them in waves. And the first wave comes tonight. Your job is to stay under the covering of this word. Stay close to me. Stay awake in the spirit. Shut out distractions. Let nothing pull you back into apathy. I've placed a spiritual seal on you today. The enemy sees it. He knows what it means. He knows that now, he has no hold over your future. He cannot steal your relationships. He cannot take your peace. He cannot delay your progress. But you must stay in alignment. You must continue to listen when I speak, even when it's not urgent. Especially when it's quiet. You are a walking testimony in progress. What I am doing in you will become a witness to others who feel too far gone. I am using you as a carrier of light, of hope, of deliverance. But first, you must receive that light for yourself. You must believe that you are worthy. And child, you are. You always have been. From the moment I formed you, I saw this day. And I smiled. God says, the heaviness that's been sitting on your shoulders is not yours to carry anymore. I am lifting it. I am shifting what has weighed you down. I am removing what was draining you in silence. This isn't imagination. This is supernatural intervention. The chains you couldn't break on your own are now being shattered by my command, not tomorrow, not next week, but right now, because you paused to listen when it mattered most. Comment 777. This is your number of divine completion. Let the heavens know you believe. You must understand, this moment was written into your story before you were born. I knew you would reach this breaking point. I knew you would need a rescue that didn't come from people. That's why I have kept you until now. Others collapsed under the same weight you carried. But you endured. And because of that, I am rewarding you, not just with peace, but with purpose. The enemy had plans for these next 20 minutes. Plans of chaos. Accidents. Sudden fear. Confusion. Disappointment. But your attention to my voice just shifted the atmosphere. What was supposed to be your setback will now become your setup. What was meant to break you will be the very proof that I am God over your life. You see, nothing escapes me. Every weapon formed against you is already defeated. This is why I need you to stop doubting yourself. I didn't choose you because you were perfect. I chose you because I knew you would respond when it mattered. Your heart has always been open to me, even when your mind was overwhelmed. Even when the world made you feel like giving up, you still whispered my name. That whisper was not ignored. It echoed in heaven. And I have responded. People won't understand why things are about to change for you so suddenly. They'll think it was luck. A good break. A random shift. But you and I know the truth. This is divine reversal. This is what happens when heaven interrupts the plans of hell. When the voice of God becomes louder than the voice of fear. You are walking under that sound now. It's covering you. Protecting you. Guiding you. Comment 999. This is your signal of release. Let go of everything that tried to destroy your peace. Your time of being overlooked is over. I saw how you waited, quietly watching others get what you prayed for. I saw how you celebrated them while silently wondering when it would be your turn. My child, your turn is now. I am positioning you in places you never thought you'd stand. I am giving you what you didn't even know how to ask for. But I must be clear, do not return to old cycles. Do not allow the wrong voices to cloud what I've spoken. This is a sacred hour. You must stay aligned. Let go of those who mock your faith. Let go of those who pull you back into doubt. Not everyone can walk with you into what I'm releasing. And that's okay. You weren't created to carry everyone. You were created to carry glory. You will see signs in the coming hours. Doors will suddenly open. Unexpected favor will meet you. But don't be surprised, this is what obedience unlocks. I am not rewarding you because you are flawless. I am blessing you because you responded. Your willingness to pause, to hear me, to take this seriously, has changed everything. The curse is broken. The attack has failed. Your future has been rewritten. Your tears were never wasted. Every cry, every prayer, every moment where you felt like breaking, I caught them all. And today, I am returning joy where there was sorrow. I am bringing strength where there was exhaustion. I am releasing clarity where there was confusion. You will no longer walk blindly. I have lit a path before you. Walk it boldly. Comment 10:10. That is your mark of divine order. Things are falling into place now. My child, I know what you've lost. I know what broke your heart, what left you questioning everything. I was there when they left you. I was there when the deal fell through. I was there when the doctor gave that report. But I never left. And today, you will finally begin to see what my presence has protected you from. If I had let some things stay, you would have never walked into what I have next. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky, the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. The winds are shifting. You can feel it. Something in your spirit has stirred ever since you started reading this. That's not emotionalism. That's awakening. I am waking up the parts of you that gave up. I am resurrecting dreams you buried. I am reminding you of visions you once believed were impossible. Nothing is impossible with me. Not healing. Not provision. Not restoration. Nothing. Today, I declare that the season of silence is over. I am speaking clearly now. And as you obey, you'll hear me more and more. I am removing spiritual blockages. I am healing your ears to my frequency. You won't just follow me, you'll know when I'm near, even without words. You will walk in intimacy with me like never before. This is the beginning of your redemption story. What the enemy meant to end you has become your loudest testimony. You are not a failure. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be, and I am with you, step by step, miracle by miracle. I am not just restoring you, I am reintroducing you to the world, marked by my glory. God says, I have watched you walk through seasons where you didn't even have the strength to pray out loud. You wept behind closed doors. You carried burdens no one else saw. You smiled in public while crumbling in private. But I was there for every second of it. I never looked away. And I never stopped preparing your comeback. Today is not a warning of fear. It is a revelation of rescue. Comment 15:15. Let it be a sign of multiplied grace over your next steps. You may have felt invisible to the world, but not to me. I saw every time you showed love when you were hurting. I saw how you forgave when it cost you everything. I saw how you kept going when you had every reason to give up. That strength wasn't your own, that was me carrying you. And now, the reward for all that quiet obedience is being released in waves. Let this be clear, this is not a motivational speech. This is your Creator restoring divine order in your life. Everything the enemy disorganized, I am realigning. What the enemy delayed, I am accelerating. And the pain that you endured in silence, I am transforming into power that will speak louder than any platform ever could. My anointing on your life is increasing, not tomorrow, but now. The next 20 minutes were not just about danger. They were about deliverance. I warned you, yes, because I love you. But I also intervened, because you are my child. The storm that was forming has now passed. It didn't disappear by chance. It left because my hand covered you. And this protection isn't temporary. It is eternal. You are safe. You are seen. You are surrounded. And hear me, you are stepping into a season where you will no longer have to explain why you believe in me. The evidence will speak for itself. I am about to bless you in such specific and undeniable ways that even the most doubtful around you will ask, how did this happen? And you will answer with one name, mine. That's the kind of turnaround that's coming. Comment 17:17. You are entering a new chapter. Let your faith write it with me. You've had people walk away from you this year. Some did it quietly. Some left with chaos. But I allowed it. Not to punish you, but to protect you. Not everyone was assigned to your future. Some were only part of your training. And as painful as their exit was, it created space for me to fill with the people who will honor, uplift, and walk in alignment with what I've called you to. Do not mourn what I have removed. I am not a God who takes without giving more. I am bringing divine replacements. For every friend that failed you, I will send one who will intercede for you. For every door that's shut, I will open one 10 times bigger. For every tear, I will release joy unspeakable. You are not losing, you are leveling up. Let me remind you of something you forgot in the pain. You are anointed. Not just for survival, but for leadership. Not just for small victories, but for legacy. You were born to carry glory. To shift atmospheres. To speak life into dry places. And the enemy's greatest fear was that you would find this truth again. But it's too late for him now. You've awakened. You are not what they said about you. You are not your worst moments. You are not the one who failed. You are the one I chose. The one I called by name. The one I covered even when you ran the other way. And now, you are returning to me not as a wanderer, but as a warrior. Your scars have stories. And those stories will rescue others. Comment, Amen. Not out of habit, but out of holy agreement with what I've spoken over you. Let this be your new beginning. The fear that used to paralyze you is gone. The shame that once silenced you is broken. The lies that made you feel unworthy have been uprooted. Now you walk in truth. You walk in favor. You walk in my promise. You will wake up tomorrow not with dread, but with purpose. And each step you take from this moment forward will carry heavenly weight. You may feel ordinary, but you are carrying something extraordinary. The words you speak in faith are shifting generations. The prayers you whisper at night are causing angels to move. The worship you offer, even when tired, is shaking strongholds. You are powerful, not because of who you are, but because of who I am in you. That's the truth you must never forget. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. This world will try to distract you again. It will try to numb your heart, keep you scrolling, keep you disconnected. But not this time. I am anchoring you. I am setting you on fire with a hunger for my presence that no screen, no trend, no lie can satisfy. And this hunger will protect you in ways even armor cannot. Stay close. Stay sensitive. Stay submitted. Your name is written in my hand. Your future is not in jeopardy, it is secure in me. And now that you have responded, I will do the impossible. Not because you earned it, but because you belong to me. That's what grace looks like. That's what love looks like. And that's what you are walking in now. God says, the chains that once held you are lying shattered on the floor. They have no power anymore. The voices of guilt, fear, and failure have been silenced by my authority. I have walked into your atmosphere, not as a guest, but as your king. Everything must bow to me, your anxiety, your past, your regret, your trauma. And I say this clearly, you are no longer the same. You are stepping into something sacred. Comment, Amen. Let your heart respond in agreement with heaven. I need you to stop underestimating what just happened. Don't let the silence fool you. What I did in your spirit is greater than anything you could feel in your emotions. The shift was deep. The change was internal. And the fruit will begin to show in ways even you don't expect. Watch your relationships, your mind, your environment. Watch them begin to align with divine timing. There are things that once triggered you, but they will no longer have access to your peace. There are people who once controlled your emotions, but they will now meet your boundaries. There are places that once made you feel small, but now you will walk into them with confidence. This is what I do when you surrender. I don't just protect you, I transform you. And yes, I know you feel overwhelmed. This transformation can feel intense. But don't let the unfamiliar make you afraid. The old version of you was used to surviving. The new you will learn how to thrive. I will teach you how to walk in joy again. How to trust without fear. How to live without hiding. I am not sending you back into the world as you were. I am sending you as a new creation. Comment 11:11. This is your moment of divine awakening. Let your spirit say yes. You are going to notice something strange in the next few hours. People will sense the difference in you. Some will draw closer, others may distance themselves. Don't chase anyone. Don't explain yourself. My anointing on you will do the talking. The people meant for your journey will recognize what's on you. Those who don't, were never meant to stay. This next season will require courage. You cannot take small steps where I am leading you. The place I've prepared for you requires boldness. And you have it now. The fear that crippled you has been broken. I've placed new authority in your voice. And when you speak, things will move. Heaven will respond. Demons will flee. Because I dwell within you. You thought I was just saving you from a scary event today. But what I've done is far bigger. I've initiated a personal revival. I've activated a deeper level of calling over your life. What you survived was only a glimpse of the strength I've built in you. And now, your life will be a living example of what it means to be rescued, redeemed, and restored by God. Comment 222. This is alignment, balance, and confirmation. Walk in it confidently. My favor is not seasonal. It does not expire. It does not depend on your emotions or the approval of others. It follows obedience. It follows surrender. And because you answered me today, even after skipping me before, I have released blessings that your bloodline has never seen. You have broken generational patterns. You have started something new for your family. You will notice doors opening where they once slammed shut. Not by coincidence, but by covenant. You will hear answers to prayers you forgot you prayed. Not because time passed, but because the time is now. I operate outside of your clock, but when I move swiftly. And right now, I'm moving on your behalf in places you haven't even walked into yet. I am orchestrating divine meetings. Aligning you with people who will not use you, but uplift you. Bringing mentors, partners, supporters, people whose hearts have already been stirred concerning you. You don't need to search for them. They're on their way. Because I've spoken your name in rooms you didn't know existed. And I've written your name in the books of purpose. The enemy is furious because you responded. He was hoping you would ignore me one more time. One more scroll, one more delay, and he would have unleashed a tragedy that was never meant to touch you. But my voice interrupted his plan. And your agreement with me stopped it. You didn't just protect your day, you protected your future. Let this soak in. You are now walking in the manifestation of mercy. You didn't earn this. You didn't deserve it. But I gave it freely because you are mine. That's what grace looks like. That's what covenant means. I will never forsake you. Even when you ran, I waited. Even when you doubted, I covered. And now, you are exactly where you need to be, in the center of my will. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Rest tonight knowing that no plan of darkness will succeed. Rest knowing that I have already entered tomorrow ahead of you. Rest knowing that my angels are not leaving your side. You are not going back. You are moving forward, into the light, into the promise, into the joy you've waited so long for. God says, let this be the hour you never forget. The moment everything shifted. The turning point in your story where fear ended and faith began. You may not feel different yet, but heaven sees it. Hell fears it. The atmosphere around you has been rewired. What once delayed you has been demolished. The resistance you fought with tears and prayers for years has just been silenced. Comment 333. This is a holy declaration of your faith in what I've started in you. You see, I don't just speak to be heard, I speak to create. When I said, let there be light, light obeyed me instantly. And when I spoke over you today, everything in the unseen world had to shift. I told the spirit of fear to leave. I ordered anxiety to let go. I instructed your angels to stand guard. I whispered into your soul, and your spirit remembered who you are, who I created you to be. This is not an emotional high. This is a prophetic interruption. You have been brought into alignment. Your spirit is now in sync with my movement. The delays that plagued you were not because you weren't good enough, they were because the timing had to match your readiness. And now, you're ready. I've done the inner work. I've peeled back the layers of hurt. I've healed the hidden wounds. And I've made you whole. My child, your pain was not wasted. Every silent cry, every sleepless night, every moment where you held on to me while the world let go, it's all being returned to you as strength. Not just emotional strength, but supernatural resilience. You will not only recover. You will rise. You will lead. You will carry others out of their darkness with the same light I've just lit inside of you. Comment 999. You are releasing the past and walking freely into what I've planned. I know you're wondering how this can all happen so quickly. But you've forgotten who I am. I am the God of suddenlies. I spoke and Lazarus walked out of the grave. I spoke and the winds calmed. I spoke and a woman touched my robe and was healed. I'm not bound by your process. I move in power. And when I say something is finished, it is finished. That situation you've been worrying about, it's shifting. That mountain you thought would never move, it's crumbling. That burden you've been carrying, it's being lifted even now. Not because you fought harder, but because you finally surrendered. You let me in, fully. And now, all of heaven is working for you. The same angels who warned you are now warring for you. This moment required your attention because your destiny was hanging in the balance. But now, the scales have tipped in your favor. The enemy has lost access. The curse is broken. The lie is silenced. And I am placing new truth in your mouth. You will no longer speak as the victim. You will declare victory. You will speak what I speak. You will walk in what I promised. There is fire returning to your spirit. Passion returning to your purpose. You thought it was over, but I'm showing you that what looked like an ending was only a beginning. You were being prepared, trained, refined. And now, the version of you I've been molding is ready to rise. Ready to build. Ready to love again, dream again, believe again. Comment 555. Grace has found you. Let that grace walk beside you from this moment forward. Let me speak to your heart gently. I forgive you. For skipping my voice before. For doubting my love. For hesitating when I called. I don't hold it against you. My love doesn't shrink when you falter. It grows. It pursues. It restores. I don't need you to be perfect. I need you to be present. I need you to stay close. That's where your safety is. That's where the flow of favor stays open. You're not too late. You didn't miss it. You're not forgotten. You're not behind. Everything I planned for you is still available, still alive, still waiting. And now that your ears are open again, I will walk you into each promise. One by one. Miracle by miracle. Testimony after testimony. Until you no longer remember what it felt like to live in fear. Your steps are now ordered. You don't need to figure everything out. Just follow me. I will speak when you need direction. I will close what you should not enter. I will open what no man can shut. I will confirm with signs. I will lead you with peace. You won't have to guess anymore. You'll know. You'll feel it. And you'll trust it. You have walked out of spiritual darkness. Not by religion. not by routine, but by revelation. You heard me. You responded. And now, you are walking in divine timing. You are living in answered prayer. And there is more to come. God says, "The silence after the storm is sacred." Do you feel it now? That stillness? That deep breath your spirit is finally able to take? That's not coincidence, that's me. That's my presence surrounding you like a gentle wind after chaos. The enemy tried to drown your peace, but I have calmed the waters. And now, I am preparing to fill you in a way you've never known before. Comment Amen. Let heaven record your yes in this holy moment. You didn't imagine the fear that was creeping in earlier. The pressure. The unease. The feeling that something was off. It wasn't just in your mind. It was spiritual. But because you chose to stop and respond, the attack was stopped in its tracks. I had angels standing on the edge, waiting for your signal of surrender. And the moment you listened, they stepped in. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is something sacred about obedience in urgency. It shows trust. It shows love. It shows that even when you don't understand the why, you still choose to believe in the who. And that is what moved me today. You didn't need all the answers. You just needed to be reminded that I am still with you. That's all I've ever wanted, for you to know that I've never left your side. You're going to feel lighter. Not because your problems disappeared, but because you are no longer carrying them alone. I've taken the weight. I've shouldered the burden. I've silenced the storm. Now it's time for you to rest, not just sleep, but soul-deep rest. Peace that doesn't make sense. Calm that doesn't match the chaos. Joy that bubbles up even in uncertainty. Comment 1010. Let that be your sign that divine order is being established right now. This shift will ripple. What happened in these last few moments won't just stay with you. It will affect everything around you. Your home will feel different. Your decisions will be clearer. Your emotions will be steady. The confusion that followed you for months is breaking. I have spoken peace over your atmosphere, and that word cannot return void. Some things may try to test you again, but they won't have the same power. You are no longer spiritually exposed. I've covered you. I've sealed the open doors that once gave the enemy access. I've broken the legal grounds he stood on. Your heart, your mind, your path, now belong to me fully. And that makes you untouchable by darkness. You may not see fireworks. You may not hear trumpets, but the spiritual realm is shaking. Angels are rejoicing. Chains have fallen. Curses have been reversed. And heaven is declaring over you, this one is mine. This one belongs to the King. No more wandering. No more fear. No more delay. You are moving forward, and nothing can stop what I've started. Comment 1717. It is the divine code for appointed moments. This is yours. There will be days ahead where you're tempted to slip back into old patterns. You might feel the urge to retreat, to doubt, to hide. But remember this moment. Remember what just happened. I brought you out of something dangerous, not just for you, but for the generations that will come after you. You are the one I chose to break the cycle. You are the one I trusted to carry this light forward. The way I will use you from this day will surprise even you. Words will flow from your mouth that you didn't rehearse, but they will heal others. Wisdom will rise in you that you never studied, but it will guide those around you. Peace will radiate from you, and people will ask why. And your answer will always be simple: I met God when it mattered most. You didn't need a crowd. You didn't need a church building. You didn't need perfect circumstances. All you needed was a heart that finally paused to listen. And because of that, I will make you an example of grace. I will showcase my goodness through you. And even when people try to bring up your past, my favor will speak louder than their memory. I want you to carry yourself differently now. You are no longer trying to survive. You are walking in divine purpose. You are favored. You are marked. You are anointed for such a time as this. Let your head be held high. Let your voice carry weight. Let your steps be bold. Because when I send you, I don't send you empty, I send you with all of heaven backing you. You are no longer the person who ignored my voice. You are the one who answered the call. You are the one who shifted the atmosphere. You are the one who stood still long enough for a miracle to unfold. And because of that, blessings are being released in ways that eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, and hearts have not imagined. God says, now that you've answered me, you have no idea the kind of ripple you've created in the spirit realm. You thought this was a moment of listening, but I tell you, it was a moment of unlocking. I have opened something above your head, and from this point forward, favor will flow like never before. You didn't beg for it. You didn't chase it. You simply responded, and now it's coming to you. Comment 222. This is divine confirmation. Speak it aloud through your faith. I am releasing ideas that will transform your future. I am giving you wisdom beyond your years. I am aligning you with opportunities that don't match your qualifications but are assigned to your destiny. Because this isn't about man's system, it's about my plan. And when I elevate someone, no force on earth can pull them down. The people who underestimated you are about to witness the rising of someone they tried to forget. The ones who dismissed your worth will be unable to ignore your glow. But don't carry bitterness. Carry grace. Don't seek revenge. Seek revelation. Because what I'm doing in you isn't just about proving them wrong, it's about showing them what I can do with someone who surrenders fully. The time of silent suffering is over. The time of hidden tears, misunderstood intentions, broken promises, that time has come to its end. I have spoken life into your atmosphere, and that life will multiply. You will not cry over the same things again. You will not feel helpless again. You will not beg for love that I have already placed inside of you. Comment 555. Grace is surrounding your next season. Let it cover your heart. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I want you to know this: I still delight in you. Even when you ignored my previous warnings, I waited. Even when your hands were too tired to reach, I reached anyway. My love is not limited by your inconsistency. My love is anchored in covenant. And now that your spirit is aligned again, I will release things I held back, not as punishment, but as protection. I could have given you what you wanted earlier, but I knew it would have harmed you. So I waited until your heart came back to me. And now that it has, you will see the floodgates open. Healing will flow. Provision will flow. Opportunities, ideas, friendships, clarity, strength, it will all begin to pour. But remember, I am the source. Stay with me, and you'll never run dry.